a very important topic for we professional valuers. As a matter of fact, this topic is not only valuable for the valuation professionals, but it is also equally important for the individuals who are in business, small business houses, and MSMEs, and also practicing professionals like cost accountant, chartered accountants, company secretaries, and other professionals. The topic is how businesses should revive, survive, and thrive during and post corona pandemic. Obviously, unfortunately or incidentally, this generation is facing one of worst of its kind crisis of the whole century, and that is the corona crisis. It has impacted everyone across the globe. Everyone across the globe. No one is untouched by the effect of corona. It has affected economies of the entire globe across the geography, industries across the globe, across the geographies, and it has impacted all the businesses, a large business, medium business, small business, micro business, all businesses, and it is still impacting. It is still not the thing of the past. It is still continuing, and therefore it is quite obvious that it's a matter of concern for every one of us. And we need to find out ways and means as to how to get out of this corona crisis or how to get over this corona crisis. The governments of all the countries across the globe are doing their best to contain the corona crisis, and not only contain the corona crisis but also to ensure that the economies of the respective countries are running smoothly without much disruption. And that is how the governments of different countries from time to time have been coming out with the packages to help the economies, to help the industries. The government has been doing its role on its part, but the industry and the business is still worried, is still concerned as to how to get out of it, how to ensure that the impact of corona is minimized to a very large extent. Friends, it is with this objective in mind we have this session today on how to revive, survive, and thrive during the and post कोरोना पेंडेमिक क्राइसिस. तो जब when Keshav spoke to me to take a session on this topic, I was more than glad to accept his invitation for the simple reason that it gave me an opportunity to apply my mind to this situation and think of ways and means as to how to come out of this crisis, and I could divide my thought process into two parts, and that is, in order to get out of this pandemic, for small businesses, medium sized businesses, large businesses, all the businesses, and also the professionals, we need to look at the strategy from two perspectives. We need to have a strategy for short run, and we also need to have a strategy for long run. And friends, that is what I'm going to discuss in this session that we have today. Before I start, let me wish all of you happy International Yoga Day. Today is 21st June, and it is celebrated across the globe as the Yoga Day. I'm one of the very fortunate few people who have had delivered yoga sessions all over the world. I have had the opportunity of conducting yoga, meditation, and pranayam sessions in Americas, Europe, Asia, Africa, Middle East, you name it, and Central America, North America, South America, everywhere. And not only I have delivered these programs, friends, I'm also a regular practitioner of yoga, meditation, and pranayam. Today, also this morning, I did a program on yoga, meditation, and meditation to celebrate the Yoga International Day. It's my appeal to all of you who are watching this session. If you are not practicing yoga, meditation, and pranayam already, please get into it. Please get into it, because this is, I can tell you, is truly a transformational tool that a person can experience when you get into it. So with this understanding, let's move forward, friends. And so first of all, we would look at as to what are the financial problems and the challenges which are faced by individuals, small business houses, businesses, as well as the MSMEs during and the post-corona. Then we would look at the strategies, so a short-term strategy and the long-term strategy. So let me start with what are the challenges which are faced by businesses and the professionals also. And I'm sure just to keep all of us on the same page, what are the challenges that the businesses are facing today, or they have faced during the corona period, and they would continue to face, unfortunately, for some time, until the time the corona is a thing of the past, until the time that the corona is completely removed from the face of this earth. So what are the problems that we are facing? Number one, no or low demand for products and services. तो या तो मैं जो प्रोडक्ट बना रहा हूँ या जो सर्विस मैं दे रहा हूँ, या तो उसकी डिमांड बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, या फिर उसकी डिमांड कम हो चुकी है. नॉन और इनएडिक्वेट availability of manpower. So if I am in a big city, or if I am in a state where economic development is very good, where the manpower is not less from the local and more from the outside. Now all such businesses in these states are also having a problem of non or inadequate availability of manpower, यानी कि काम करने के लिए आदमी नहीं है. Suppliers delaying supplies and wanting early payments. Any supplier that you speak to, first thing you call him and ask him to make the supply of the raw material. First thing he responds saying that please make my payment first. So not only they are delaying the supplies, but they are first thing they ask for their payment, and rightly so, of course, rightly so. Then customer not picking up goods and delaying payments. So on one hand, suppliers are asking for payment, and on the second hand, the customers are not making payment on time. They're delaying payments, and they're asking for longer credit period. And they are delaying payments for the obvious reason, because they are in the same problem in which I am. Piling up inventories, fixed cost giving sleepless nights. So I can avoid not to worry about my variable cost, because my variable cost is linked with the sales that I have. But I also have certain fixed costs. Those fixed cost I am not able to set off because there is no sales, there are no revenues. And since there are no revenues, I have the challenge of the fixed costs. How to meet the fixed costs, because those costs are there in any case. So I really, and these are the costs which are giving me sleepless nights. Ever increasing financial liabilities, statutory obligations, how to fulfill personal financial obligations. So with all this, with the revenue falling and demand not picking up, I have a tremendous amount of financial obligations. Inventory is piling up, and there are statutory obligations that I have to take care of. There is no money left, and when there is no money left, or rather money is already in deficit, that means I have a problem of how to meet my personal financial obligations. And then how and why to complete the capexes. So जब कोरोना चालू हुआ उसके पहले, in case if I undertook, if I initiated a capex, then my challenge is how to complete that capex. And even if I complete that capex, is it really going to benefit me? That is the question, and that is the problem that all the businesses across the world are facing today. Massive cash flow crisis. So obviously, with the demand falling and no payments coming from the customer, supplier asking for the payment, complete slowdown in the economy. The challenge that I am facing is of massive cash flow crisis. There is no cash available with me. Not much support coming from the bankers and the lenders. Of course, the government of India and the governments of different countries have announced different kind of packages to help the economies. But remember, everybody is not fortunate, so everybody does not really have the access to those kind of facilities. And plus, many times the bankers and the lenders start acting little difficult and they become bureaucratic. So instead of appreciating the hardships faced by the small businesses, MSMEs, and professionals, they insist on certain formalities and bureaucratic steps that further aggravates the inconvenience and the hardship which is faced by the MSMEs and the small businessmen and the professionals. So that is another challenge, that not much support coming forthcoming from the bankers and the lenders. In such a situation, how to run and manage the operations, that is the challenge that we face, and how to sustain in short run, let alone the long run. So एक जो सवाल जो सबके दिमाग में आता है कि भाई कैसे करूं मैं, and am I going to pull myself out of this crisis of corona with the kind of cash crisis that currently I am facing. And then to top it further, there are lockdown restrictions which restrict the mobility. So, these shops can open only till 4 o'clock. Then you cannot travel to this place. You cannot travel to that place. If you want to travel outside the district, you have to take this permission, that permission. You want to fly to some place, you have to go through the COVID test and things like that. Again, restricts the movement, and that of course restricts the progress. So too much and too many uncertainties is what everyone is facing in this corona period. And so therefore the obvious question is how to overcome such difficult times. So this is the scenario, friends. Every business without any exception is in today. And remember, all the problems that I have just mentioned that are being faced by the industry, by the businessmen, but are also faced by the professionals as well. So a chartered accountant, a cost accountant, a company secretary, or a lawyer, or an architect, or any other professional for that matter, will also have the same challenges. The only difference is that they will not have worries about the raw material. That is the only thing. Otherwise, all the other challenges are same exactly for the professionals also. So now, having spoken about the problem, let us look at the solutions, because problem is not our focal area. Our focal area is the solutions. So friends, first thing in my experience and in my understanding, what I would suggest as a means to face these challenges is attitudinally you have to work upon first. So सबसे पहले जो प्रॉब्लम है वो प्रॉब्लम के प्रति जो एटीट्यूड है वो बदलना होगा. So what should be the attitude? The attitude should be detach yourself from the problem and then think. It's all a mind game. So instead of coming under the pressure of the problem is there. We understand. It is a fact. Nobody can deny it. See, problem is there. But instead of getting overcome by the problem and coming under pressure, what you do, detach yourself from the problem. And why detach yourself from the problem is because our mind works the best only when it is free of all kinds of pressures, free of all kinds of stresses, free of all kinds of tensions. So that is the first thing that we have to do. Remember, worrying is not going to help the crisis. Worrying is not going to help the problem. Worrying is not going to get me out of the problem. So first and foremost, attitudinally, what I need to do is stop worrying about it. Detach myself for a while. एक आधा घंटे के लिए, पौना घंटे के लिए, 1 घंटे के लिए, 2 घंटे के लिए, 1 दिन के लिए मैं completely प्रॉब्लम से डिटैच कर लूं और ये मैं मान के चलूं कि प्रॉब्लम है ही नहीं. Of course, the problem will not disappear. But what will happen? Your mind will start working in the most efficient way. And when your mind will start working in the most efficient way, believe me, you will have plethora of solutions keep coming out from your mind. Lot of ideas will start tumbling out of your brain, and you would be able to implement those ideas. And when you implement those ideas, definitely you will be out of this crisis. And not only you will be out of this crisis, you will be out of this crisis forever, but you would also be prepared for the crisis that can happen in future. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to detach ourselves from with the problem. So for a moment, for a week, for a day, for a month, we need to assume कि ये problem है ही नहीं. अब ये problem है नहीं, दिमाग से निकाल दिया. Now I have to apply my mind and see as to how do I manage this situation. Please remember, friends, a problem is a problem until the time we think it is a problem. A problem is a problem until the time we think it is a problem. Otherwise, it is an opportunity. Or a problem is a problem for the people who think it to be a problem. And it would remain so if they keep on thinking that it is a problem. Otherwise, it is an opportunity. And that is the number one. Number two, at the gross level, friends, मैं आपको बताऊं, the second solution or second strategy or second approach that we need to be aware of to face this crisis or any other crisis for that matter. And that is what? That is fitness. Fitness is the master key. Fitness is the master key, and that is what we need to remember. Fitness is the master key, and that is what we need to remember. So, meaning what? So what we need to do? We need to work on the fitness. अब मैं आपको बताऊं friends, I'm sure some of you may be thinking that I thought Pramod Jain will talk about he will give me some concrete steps that will remove my problem. He will give me some ready answers, ready solutions that will make me free of my problem of corona pandemic. I will definitely give you concrete solutions also, concrete ideas also. But friends, let me first come to the root. Come to the root. If we are able to address the root cause, remember, we will not only get rid of the crisis for today, we will get rid of this crisis forever. And therefore, after the attitude, I would like you to be aware that for facing this crisis, for getting out of this crisis, the second thing that you and I need to worry about is the fitness. So fitness is the master key. Fitness of what? Number one, physical fitness. Number two, mental fitness. Number three, social fitness. Number four, spiritual fitness. Number five, knowledge fitness. Remember it forever. Remember it forever. Because if you and I are able to take care of these five fitnesses, physical fitness, mental fitness, social fitness, spiritual fitness, knowledge fitness, we would be able to take care of any crisis and every crisis that can come to our life at any time and every time. Why? Please remember, पेड़ कैसे बड़ा होता है? पेड़ डालों को खींच खींच के बड़ा नहीं होता. पेड़ बड़ा होता है उसकी जो जड़ है, उसकी जो नींव है, उस नींव में पानी डाल के, खत डाल के, खाद डाल के, उसका ख्याल रख के. जब हम नींव जो नींव है, जो उसकी जड़ है, जब हम उस पर पूरा ध्यान देते हैं तो पेड़ ऑटोमेटिकली बढ़ता है. इट कीप्स ऑन ग्रोइंग, इट कीप्स ऑन फ्लावरिंग, and it keeps on giving fruits also. Same is the case, friends, for us as well. What we need to do, if we have to really make our business grow, our practice grow and flower and give us fruits and rich dividends for all the times to come, what we need to do, we need to pay attention on the root of our tree. And therefore that root is you yourself, me, myself. So take care of physical fitness. mental fitness, social fitness, spiritual fitness, and knowledge fitness. Obviously, a sick person cannot climb mountain. A sick person cannot climb Everest. Only a fit person can do. Climbing an Everest is a problem. It's a challenge. Only a fit person can face a challenge. So if you and I have to face the challenge of corona, you and I need to ensure that you and I are absolutely, completely physically fit. And remember, physically fit and then mentally fit. We have to be mentally fit. And why we have to be mentally fit? Because a challenge gives us shocks. It gives us stress. It gives us strain. It gives us pain. How we would be able to manage the stress, the strain, the pain? We can do it only when we are mentally strong. So number two, focus on mental stress, mental fitness, physical fitness, mental fitness. And let me tell you the good news. The good news is if you are physically fit, by default, you will be mentally fit also. Why? Because somebody has very rightly said, and he said that in a fit body resides a fit mind. So mental fitness, social fitness. So we are in a crisis. My business is not doing well. My cash isn't a crisis. My sales is in crisis. My customers are demanding supplies, but they are not giving me payment. My supplier is not giving me supplies, but he is asking for the payment. Social fitness. Meaning what? In a times like these, we need to be excellent as far as the people skills are concerned. Everybody is under stress around us. Not only I'm under stress, everyone around me is also under stress. In business, everyone is under stress. In my family also, in everybody is under stress. And therefore, we need to have the social fitness. That means what? That means we need to have a very strong network of friends and acquaintances with whom we can share and with whom we can discuss, from whom we can solicit solutions to all our problems, all our challenges. Social fitness, absolutely must. Absolutely must. You are a businessman, you are a professional, you are an entrepreneur, you are a startup, you are an established businessman. You need a network of connections. So social fitness is what is required. So when I say social fitness, that means what? That means you should have a lot of people who are connected with you, a lot of people with whom you are connected, who would be able to give you a lot of ideas. Spiritual fitness, absolutely must. Spiritual fitness. Remember, we are fortunate that to have been born in this country. हिंदुस्तान में जन्म लिए बहुत बड़े भाग्य की बात है. क्यों बहुत बड़े भाग्य की बात है? क्योंकि स्पिरिचुअलिटी की जो ज्ञान है, जो नॉलेज है, वो इंडिया में मिलता है, दुनिया में कहीं नहीं मिलता. And that is where, friends, we have to remember the principle of karma. Whether you believe or you don't believe doesn't really matter. But the mere belief in the principles of karma gives you a lot of relaxation to your mind. So when I am in a crisis, when I am in a difficulty, and if I just tell it to myself, maybe it is because of some past karma of mine that they are getting fructified, and it is the result of those past karmas that I have to face. If I become aware to this fact, remember, a lot of my stress goes down and I become more equanimous. और मेरे मन में समता का भाव आता है. So I am at cool, I am at ease, and that easiness inspires me, that easiness prompts me, motivates me, inspires me to think more. And that is why spiritual fitness. And finally, friends, knowledge fitness. Obviously, you are a businessman, you are an entrepreneur, you are an industrialist, you are a professional, doesn't really matter as to what you are. Knowledge fitness is something that you cannot wish away. Things are changing very rapidly. Whether you are an insolvency professional, or whether you are a valuation professional, or you are a chartered accountant, or cost accountant, or company secretary, or lawyer, or architect, or any other professional for that matter. Things in your domain are changing so rapidly, and we are seeing it every day. Today, there is so much of talk happening about the taxations globally, how to tax global firms like Google or Microsoft or Facebook. Now, these companies who've been trying to evade tax because of their multi location. So the OECD and the G7 is today working as to how to tax them. So what kind of changes are being brought? India has already brought rules in this respect. So what are the rules that have been brought out by India and other geographies? We have to keep a pace with all those rules. All those rules. So knowledge fitness. And friends, once you have these 5 fitness, I can tell you, based on my experience and observations of people all over the globe, I can tell you that 75% of the problems that you have will disappear. 75 problems that you have will disappear. And remember and mark my word, where does the solution come from? Solution does not come from the thin air. Solution come from thinking. Solution come from thinking. And these 5 fitnesses will sharpen your thinking and will give a lot of ideas as to how to face these challenges. Now let me come to the brass tacks. How to revive, how to survive, and how to thrive during and post corona pandemic. Now friends, let us look at them one by one. So if I have to revive a business, what do I need? I'm sure you can very easily think. If I have to revive a business, what do I need? Number one, I need equity. So now what we are discussing the strategy, how to revive a business, how to survive in business, and how to thrive in business. So for revival, what do we need? First we need to understand revival की जरूरत कब पड़ेगी? रिवाइवल की जरूरत तब पड़ेगी जब आपका बिजनेस बंद हो चुका है या आपकी प्री प्रैक्टिस बंद हो चुकी है. फॉर्चुनेटली प्रैक्टिस में बंद होने का उतनी रिस्क नहीं है, लेकिन बिजनेस में बंद होने की पूरी रिस्क है. तो बिजनेस बंद हो चुका है, हाउ डू आई रिवाइव इट? 2 things I need to do. Number 1, I need to infuse equity. Where do I come from? Doesn't really matter. Where do I bring it from? Doesn't really matter. But a closed business will need equity. So if you are able to infuse equity from your pocket, please do that. If you're not able to infuse equity from your pocket, ensure that your business look operationally profitable, and thereby you can invite some others to infuse equity. Having infused equity in your business to revive it, now what should be your focus? Your focus must be on EBITDA. आपके बिजनेस की EBITDA को कैसे एक्सपेंड किया जाए, that is what you have to work on. That is what you have to work on. That means what? That means do everything possible to increase your sales. जो भी आप कर सकते हो आपकी सेल्स को बढ़ाने के लिए करिए. That is number 1. Number 2, do whatever you can do to bring your COGS down. And what is COGS? Your COGS is total of your raw material cost and the manufacturing expenses. So look at your business. Look at your business. Sit with your team. आपके अकाउंट्स मैनेजर के साथ में बैठिए, फाइनेंस मैनेजर के साथ में बैठिए, आपके प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर के साथ में बैठिए, आपके मार्केटिंग मैनेजर के साथ में बैठिए. कॉल देम, हैव अ डिस्कशन विद देम एंड फाइंड आउट किस तरह से हम सेल्स को बढ़ा सकते हैं, क्या क्या हम कर सकते हैं सेल्स को बढ़ाने के लिए. वॉट एवर इट मे बी, एंटरिंग न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स, changing product mix, changing price mix, changing market mix, entering into new geographies, entering into new products, entering into new collaborations. Whatever you can do for enhancing, increasing your sales, do that in consultation with all the people that you have. Then focus on raw material cost कैसे कम कर सकते हैं, manufacturing expenses कैसे कम कर सकते हैं. For reducing the material cost, you have very little scope because the quantity, of course, you cannot reduce. What you can only do is you can talk to the supplier. They can give you some benefit in the pricing, and you must try. Okay, they might not give, but you must try. Manufacturing expenses. What are the manufacturing expenses that you are incurring in your factory or in your business? Look at them one by one and see as to where you can do some cut. And remember, any cut that you do in any expense is going to improve your EBITDA straight away. And then, of course, look at your SG&A. Your selling, general and administrative expenses. right? So do whatever you can to bring down your SG&A. So any increase that you achieve in your sales, any decrease that you achieve in your material cost and the manufacturing expenses and in the SG&A will give you a direct improvement in your EBITDA. EBITDA is your cash operating profit. So जितना आपका EBITDA मजबूत होगा उतने आपके business की longevity बढ़ेगी. So this is what, friends, I would recommend for the strategy for reviving, the basic strategy for reviving. So that number one. Number two, surviving. So what should I do for surviving? That means my business is running. It's not closed, it's running. But there are challenges. So how do I come out of those challenges? Now my suggestion for revival of the business will be focus on the EBT, earning before tax. Focus on EBT. That means, so your business is running. So what you should aim for, what is your objective should be? Your objective should be how to cover my COGS, how to cover my SG&A, how to cover my depreciation and amortization, and how to also cover my interest cost. So if you are able to cover all this, and if still you get EBT which is positive, I think that's a good sign. So focus on your EBT. That means try and see as to how can you bring your interest cost down. So if you're able to bring your interest cost down in whichever way you can, then of course you will have a positive EBT that will give you some cash to work upon. So that is the strategy for survival. What should be my strategy for thriving? Where should I focus for thriving? So thriving का मतलब क्या है कि मेरा बिजनेस बंद नहीं है, मेरा बिजनेस चल रहा है और मेरे बिजनेस की EBT भी ठीक ही है, लेकिन मुझे और आगे जाना है. So where should I focus? So for thriving, my recommendation would be focus on the earning after tax. Focus on earning after tax. And this is, friends, I would recommend for reviving, thriving, and reviving, surviving, and thriving in your business or in your practice. Now, these, friends, are the basic strategies that I've spoken. Now, let me now come to the specific solutions for the challenges that we are facing in our business. And here, friends, I would like to also mention, focus on planning, strategy, and execution involving the entire team. For God's sake, never ever think that you are the owner of the business or you are the owner of the practice and therefore everything is your responsibility. भगवान के लिए ये विचार अपने दिमाग से completely निकाल दीजिए. Just because I am owner of the business does not mean that all the problems of the business are my problem. No. I have the fortune, an opportunity, and I'm lucky to have started a business. I am lucky to have started a practice. It does not mean all the problems of the practice or all the problems of the business become my problem. If that is the attitude that you have, you are bound to be a problem all the time. And I can guarantee you, अगर आपका ये एटीट्यूड है कि ये मेरा बिजनेस है इसलिए मेरे बिजनेस के जो भी प्रॉब्लम है सारे मेरे प्रॉब्लम है, तो मैं आपको ये बोल सकता हूं कि भगवान भी आपको प्रॉब्लम से नहीं बचा सकता. क्यों? क्योंकि आप आगे से इनवाइट कर रहे हो प्रॉब्लम्स को. आप बोल रहे हो कि सारे प्रॉब्लम्स मेरे हैं. अब आपने बोल दिया सारे प्रॉब्लम्स मेरे हैं, तो वो सारे प्रॉब्लम्स सबको छोड़ के आपके पास आ जाते हैं. नहीं. You have started the business. It does not mean all the problems of the business are your problem. You have started a practice. It does not mean all the problems of the practice are your problem. No. Everyone who is working in that business, they have to share the problem with you. Not only they have to share those problems with you, but collectively you have to solve all those problems. Whether you're in, and this is applicable to a business also and to a practice also. So what should you do? Focus on planning. And मैं बताऊं कि lot of people think that planning does not work. बहुत सारे लोगों का ये thought process है और उनका ये सोचना है कि प्लानिंग काम नहीं करती है. तो let me tell you, the people who think that planning does not work, they are only confirming that they do not know as to what planning is. And I can tell you, friends, planning works and it works 100%. So focus on planning, strategy, and execution involving the entire team. So अगर आप प्रैक्टिस में हैं, आपके पूरे स्टाफ के साथ में मीटिंग करिए. अगर आप बिजनेस में हैं तो आपके जो भी सीनियर टीम के मेंबर हैं उनके साथ में मीटिंग करिए. और मीटिंग 1 घंटे की, आधा घंटे की, पौना घंटे की मत करिए. स्ट्रेटेजी मीटिंग करिए. स्ट्रेटेजी मीटिंग करिए, डिस्कस करिए उनके साथ में कि हमारा बिजनेस आज इस मुकाम पर है, हमारे बिजनेस के ये चैलेंजेस हैं और ये चैलेंजेस से हमको बाहर निकल के आना ही आना है. डोंट टेल देम that if we don't come out of these challenges we will be closed. No, please don't talk about closure at all. Closure should not be on your tongue under any situation. So your talk should be with your senior team. Let us sit together and find out how do we come out of this crisis. Not only we revive and survive, but we also thrive, and we thrive for eternity. This must be your attitude. Discuss करिए अपनी टीम के साथ में. And remember friends, ये जो भगवान ने हमको ये जो दिया है ना, ये बहुत ही पावरफुल है. इतना पावरफुल है कि हम इसकी कल्पना नहीं कर सकते. इसमें से दुनिया के आज तक जितने भी प्रॉब्लम हुए दुनिया में, वो सारी प्रॉब्लम्स के सॉल्यूशन यहीं से निकले हैं. तो हम इसका जितना इस्तेमाल करेंगे उतनी ज़्यादा हम प्रॉब्लम्स के सॉल्यूशन लेके बाहर आएंगे. इन्वॉल्व एवरीवन, सिट विद योर टीम, डिस्कस विद देम फॉर अ डे, 2, 3, 4, a week, until the time you come close to a solution. And that is what you should do. And I will very strongly recommend, if necessary, take help of professionals. If necessary, take help of professionals, take help of experts, because I may be a chartered accountant, or I may be a valuation professional, I may be an independent director, I may be a valuation professional, but it does not mean I have the answer to all questions on this earth. Certainly not. There are so many areas about which I do not understand ABC, but if I have to deal with those areas, then what I would do, I would take a help from an expert who understands that area. So take the help of experts and the professionals. Now coming to the strategy at the gross level, friends, please understand, number one, purpose of the business. Purpose of the business. And a lot of people think that the purpose of business is to make profit. And I tell them point blankly that purpose of a business is not to make profit. And they are shocked. They are shocked. They are looking in dismay and disbelief as to what is he saying. He is saying purpose of a business is not to make profit. And let me tell you friends, why do I say that the purpose of a business is not to make profit? I say that the purpose of a business is not to make profit because making profit in a business is compulsory. Making profit in business is mandatory. Making profit in business is non-negotiable. Making profit in business is not a matter of choice. So if you are in business, you better make profit. You better make profit. So purpose of the business is not to make profit. Profit तो आपको बनाना ही बनाना है, वो तो कोई choice ही नहीं है. और as much as today there is a law, IBC, all of you will know, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Now what is in the base of the IBC? In the base of the IBC is कि if you cannot run a business and make profit out of it, you get out of it and give this business to somebody else. And that is how lakhs and crores worth of businesses have already changed hands in this country since 2016, that all of us would know in any case. Then the question is, then what is the purpose of profit? And please remember, and remember it forever. And I can tell you, if you remember it and you understand it, it will make a huge difference in your practice and in your business. And what is the purpose of a business? And the purpose of a business is to create value by making profit, or make profit by creating value. So if you want to ensure that your business is eternally immune from all kinds of crises, what you should do, work in your business, work in your practice with sole objective that I'm in business, I'm in practice with simple and one single objective, and that is to create value by making profit, or making profit by creating value. So please remember, if you and everyone in your organization is focused and understand this objective, that the purpose of a business is to create value by making profit. Purpose is not to make profit. Profit you have to make. So making profit, creating value by making profit, or making profit by creating value. That is what you must understand. I'm sure Some of you may be wondering as to what is the meaning of creating value. Very simple. Very simple. The meaning of creating value is to work to ensure that this world becomes a better place to live today than what it was yesterday. So purpose of the business is not to increase your bank balance. Purpose of business is an opportunity given to you by the existence to make a difference on the entire humanity. You and I need to work in our business accordingly. And सोच के देखिए बहुत सिंपल है. If I work for creating value in my business, will I ever be out of my business? And the answer is no. If I am creating value, if I am making things better for everybody, remember I will always be in demand much more than otherwise. And that's why I will never have a crisis. So please remember the basic strategy in business to be eternally immune from all kinds of crisis is to be aware of the purpose of the business, and that is to create value. And that is what you must remember. Now let us look at the strategy in short run specifically. तो आपका बिजनेस है, मेरा बिजनेस, आपका बिजनेस है, आपकी इंडस्ट्री है, स्मॉल एमएसएमई में हो या लार्ज साइज में हो, डजंट रियली मैटर बिकॉज दीज problems are faced by everybody. And therefore firstly what happens, firstly it is a problem, and how do I solve this problem? How do I solve this problem from the short term perspective? So what is my short term strategy? So the short term strategy is management of liquidity. So how do I do the management of liquidity? Number one, first of all, look at your bank balance. Look at your bank balance as to how much is the bank balance you have as of now. Then ascertain which the value of liquid investments that you have in business. So it is possible that before the corona crisis hit the business and the economy and the country and the world, you must have invested some money into liquid investments. So find out how much is the amount of such investments that I have made in the past, because this money is money that you have invested for a crisis like this, and you must use that money in a crisis like this. So don't merely look at the bank balance, look at these liquid assets also, because इस ऐसा नहीं है कि जो आपके बैंक में है आपके पास में उतना ही पैसा है यूज करने के लिए. ये जो लिक्विड इन्वेस्टमेंट है, जो मार्केटेबल सिक्योरिटीज में आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया होगा, दैट मनी इज ऑल्सो अवेलेबल फॉर यू टू यूज इन अ क्राइसिस लाइक दिस. देन व्हाट यू डू, ड्रॉ अ मंथ वाइज कैश फ्लो फॉर नेक्स्ट 6 months. सो अभी तो हम देख रहे हैं कि सेकेंड वेव करीब खत्म हो रही है या हो रही है, और हालांकि कुछ लोगों का कहना है कि थर्ड वेव आ सकती है. वो थर्ड वेव आए या ना आए उसके चिंता किए बिना, वी एज अ बिजनेसमैन, एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, एज एन इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट, एज अ प्रोफेशनल नीड टू थिंक दैट ओके, थर्ड वेव कैन कम, एंड इन केस इफ थर्ड वेव कम्स, हाउ शुड आई बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दैट. तो हमको कुआं कब खोदना है? हमको कुआं तब खोदना है, हमको कुआं आग लगने से महीनों पहले खोदना है, बजाय इसके कि जब आग लगे तब कुआं खोदें. सो इवन इफ थर्ड वेव इज नॉट गोइंग टू कम, you must still, as a part of your risk management exercise, prepare yourself. So draw a cash flow for next 6 months and 1 year, assuming the worst scenario. तो ये मान के कि अगले 6 महीने या अगले 1 साल तक इसी तरह की सिचुएशन चालू रहेगी, तो मेरी सेल्स कितनी होगी, मेरे खर्चे कितने होंगे. तो अब इसलिए आपकी सेल्स कम हो जाएगी, तो सेल के साथ साथ कुछ खर्चे भी कम हो जाएंगे. एंड दिस इज हाउ यू फाइंड आउट योर कैश फ्लो, कि अगले 6 महीने 12 महीने हर महीने मेरा कैश फ्लो कैसा है. तो जब ये कैश फ्लो बनाएंगे तो आपको मालूम पड़ेगा कि कुछ महीनों में आप सरप्लस में हैं, कुछ महीनों में आप डेफिसिट में हैं. हो सकता है आप फॉर्चुनेट हो कि आप सारे महीने में सरप्लस में हो सकता है कि आप इतने ज़्यादा फॉर्चुनेट ना हो कि सारे महीने में आपको डेफिसिट हो. तो अगर आपको सारे महीने में डेफिसिट दिख रही है या कुछ महीने में डेफिसिट दिख रही है या ओवरऑल आपको कैश फ्लो में डेफिसिट दिख रही है, देन लुक एट योर कैश बैलेंस जो आज की तारीख में है. हाउ मच ऑफ दैट कैश बैलेंस यू कैन यूज, वर्क इट आउट. और अभी भी कुछ डेफिसिट है तो ये जो आपने लिक्विड इन्वेस्टमेंट किया हुआ है उसको लिक्विडेट करके ये डेफिसिट को ब्रिज करिए, उस गैप को ब्रिज करिए. बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली रिमेंबर, ये जो प्रॉब्लम है परमानेंट नहीं है. दिस प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट फॉर एवर. दिस प्रॉब्लम इज ओनली अ टेम्पररी प्रॉब्लम. द ओनली थिंग इज वी डू नॉट नो एज टू हाउ टेम्पररी it is, but it is a temporary problem. And therefore in temporary situation what we have to do, we only have to make sure that we remain afloat. हम लोग उड़ते रहें, हवा में रहें, चलते रहें, बंद ना हो, ये हमको पक्का करना है. तो जरूरत पड़ती है तो वो जो लिक्विड एसेट्स हैं जो आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया उनको बेचें, कैश हाथ में लेके आए और अपने ऑपरेशंस को तरीके से चलाते रहें, बिना उनको बंद किए, बिना कस्टमर को तकलीफ दिए, बिना सप्लायर को का पेमेंट डिले किए. अपनी तरफ से कोशिश करिए जितना आप कर सकते हैं. बिकॉज रिमेंबर, कहते हैं कि नेचर में ऐसा बोलते हैं कि जो भी हम औरों को देते हैं वो मल्टी फोल्ड होके लौट के आता है. तो अगर आप इस क्राइसिस सिचुएशन में अपने आप को बहुत ज्यादा एडवर्सली सिचुएशन में डाले बिना किसी की मदद कर सकते हैं तो जरूर करिए, जरूर करिए. एंड आई कैन टेल यू दिस विल डेफिनेटली कम बैक टू यू इन वन फॉर्म और द अदर, एंड इट विल कम बैक टू यू इन मल्टीट्यूड्स, एंड दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड डू. सो पहला बैंक बैलेंस देखिए, दूसरा लिक्विड एसेट्स में आपने कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है उतना पैसा आपके पास में अवेलेबल है, यानी कि उस पैसे का आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. तीसरा क्या करिए, आपका कैश फ्लो बनाइए अगले 6 महीने का, 12 महीने का, और मालूम करिए कि कहां पर डेफिसिट है, कहां पर सरप्लस है, और वो डेफिसिट और सरप्लस आपका जो आज का तो जो कैश बैलेंस है, बैंक बैलेंस है, आपका जो इन्वेस्टमेंट में पैसा पड़ा हुआ है उससे आप ब्रिज कर सकते हो क्या. अगर आप ब्रिज कर सकते हो आपके कैश बैंक बैलेंस से या आपके लिक्विड इन्वेस्टमेंट को डाइवर्स करने से, आपकी प्रॉब्लम खत्म हो जाती है. अगर समझो फिर भी डेफिसिट है, देन व्हाट कैन यू डू, देन व्हाट यू कैन डू. अब आपका जो 12 महीने का जो आपने कैश फ्लो बनाया उसमें अभी भी डेफिसिट है. दैट मीन्स वो जो बैंक बैलेंस है उसको यूज करने के बाद और वो जो लिक्विड एसेट्स हैं उसको भी यूज करने के बाद फिर भी डेफिसिट है आपके कैश फ्लो में. तो आप क्या करेंगे, लुक एट ईच एंड एवरी कैश एक्सपेंस एंड हाउ इट कैन बी मिनिमाइज्ड. क्या करिए, जो भी आपके P&L में, जो भी आपके बिजनेस में कैश एक्सपेंसेस हैं उनको एक एक करके स्क्रूटनाइज करिए और देखिए कि आप उनमें से किन किन एक्सपेंसेस को कम कर सकते हैं, और जितना आप उनको कम कर सकते हैं आप उनको उतना जरूर कम करिए. Then focus on receivables, follow up with the customers and request them for early payment. So आपके जो आउटस्टैंडिंग है कस्टमर से, उनको रिक्वेस्ट करिए कि भाई मुझे जल्दी पेमेंट करो, आई एम इन अ क्राइसिस एंड आई नीड योर हेल्प. रिक्वेस्ट योर सप्लायर्स फॉर अ लॉन्गर क्रेडिट पीरियड. सो आप सप्लायर्स को बोलिए कि भाई ये बिजनेस क्राइसिस में है, थोड़ा डिफिकल्टी है, और अगर आप मुझे थोड़ी सी लॉन्गर क्रेडिट पीरियड दे सकते हैं तो मे बी टुडे यू हेल्प मी, इन फ्यूचर व्हेन माय बिजनेस इज रनिंग नॉर्मली I will start giving you payment much earlier than normally. So that give and take, quid pro quo, you can have with your suppliers. Liquidate some of the liquid assets, as I said, preferably with the ones which are not giving you any return. And ये सब होने के बाद भी अगर deficit है, then you can ask the bank to enhance your working capital limits. But remember, working capital limits को बढ़ाने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. दिक्कत इतनी है कि अगर आपकी working capital limits ऊपर जाती हैं तो आपका इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट भी बढ़ता है, और इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट बढ़ता है तो आपका कैश फ्लो नेगेटिवली इम्पैक्ट होता है, एंड वो चीज़ आपको ध्यान में रखनी है. और इसलिए मैं कहूँगा कि अगर आपको लगता है कि टेम्परेरीली वर्किंग कैपिटल यूज करके आप प्रॉब्लम के उससे निकल जाओगे और नॉर्मल हो जाओगे, बहुत अच्छी बात है. अदरवाइज लुक एट लिक्विडेटिंग सम ऑफ द इलिक्विड एसेट्स ऑल्सो. सो इट इज पॉसिबल कि कोविड से पहले आप 10 साल, 15 साल, 20 साल बिजनेस में थे और 10, 15 साल, 20 साल आपने प्रॉफिट कमाया, और वो प्रॉफिट से आपने एसेट्स क्रिएट किए, कुछ ऑपरेटिंग एसेट्स किए, कुछ नॉन ऑपरेटिंग एसेट्स किए कि कहीं एक जमीन लेके डाल दी, या कहीं फ्लैट लेके डाल दिया, या गोल्ड ले लिया, कुछ कर लिया. तो क्या करिए कि ये टाइम है. रिमेंबर, यू क्रिएट रिजर्व्स फॉर व्हाट? यू क्रिएट रिजर्व, नंबर 1, फॉर optimum use of the profits that you are earning, and number 2, you create reserve so that they are for the rainy days. and today is the time when it is the rainy days. So what you should do, liquidate some of those illiquid assets. एक फ्लैट लेके डाला हुआ है, एक कुछ गोल्ड लेके डाला हुआ है, कहीं और इन्वेस्टमेंट किया हुआ है कि, तो उसको लिक्विडेट करिए। आपके बिजनेस चलाना आज सबसे बड़ी प्रायोरिटी है, बिजनेस आपका चलता रहे ये सबसे बड़ी प्रायोरिटी है, क्योंकि प्रॉफिट तो आप बाद में भी कमा लोगे, एसेट्स और नई आप बाद में भी खरीद लोगे, लेकिन अगर ये बिजनेस बंद हो गया तो फिर कैसे करोगे? So what you should do, liquidate some of your non-operating assets, idle assets, get cash in your hands, use that cash for ensuring that your business goes on. एक सवाल जो बहुत सारे लोग पूछते हैं मुझसे इस बारे में कि what to do about the manpower cost, how to manage the manpower cost. उनको कितना पे करें, कैसे पे करें? Now you have seen, friends, there are exemplary things that have been done a group like Tata's, and I'm sure many other businesses. During the entire period of Corona, Tata's as a policy have decided not to cut down the manpower at all. Tata's as a policy have decided not to reduce the salaries at all. As a matter of fact, Tata's have, despite all the challenges, have done lot more charity work. And as much as all of you would know, the Ratan Tata even gave a contribution of 1,500 crore to the PM Care Fund. They have not reduced manpower. And please remember, if you and I have to become like Tatas one day, then what you and I need to do? You and I need to do what Tatas do. So as it comes to the manpower, how should you deal with them? My suggestion will be, number one, if your business is doing normal, pay them normal. ठीक है? Okay, I can understand our resources may not be as strong as Tata's resources are, but attitudinally we can be as good as Tata's are. So अगर आपका business normal चल रहा है, मौके का फायदा मत उठाइए कि कोरोना है, आप उनको normally पे कर सकते हैं, उनको normally पे करिए. Business not doing so well, not able to meet all cash expenses to keep the business running, talk to employees for a temporary reduction in the salaries and the wages. Look, it's all linked with the cash flow and not with what is happening in the market. If your cash flow is permitting, pay them full. If your cash flow is not permitting, then you can talk to them for a smaller reduction so that you are able to keep your cash flow going. Business not doing well at all, but will do so after few months or weeks. So आज की तारीख में बिजनेस बिल्कुल बंद पड़ा हुआ है या बिल्कुल मतलब बंद होने के कगार पे है या बहुत मुश्किल में है, कैश फ्लो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. Now what you do, pay reduced salary, wages as an advance. Business बंद है तो you can obviously no point the people coming and sitting in the office, and they can't come also, they can't sit also, especially when there was a complete lockdown. So they were not coming and not coming to the office. So don't stop their salary, pay them, as much as you can, taking care of your cash flow as an advance by availing additional working capital loan that was announced by the Reserve Bank of India for all the industries. Treat your employees as your family members. You may suffer in short run, but the gains in the long run will be unfathomable. And remember, that is the quality of a leader. A leader will not run away from the challenges. A leader will not give in. A leader will not leave his people high and dry. A leader will never leave his people in difficulty and hardship. A leader will first face the challenges and the difficulties. Only after he is completely finished, then only he will let the difficulty be faced by his people. And in the business, have the same attitude. So treat your people as your family member, and make sure that what you do for your family, you do it for them. You may suffer in a short run, for sure, but the benefits that you will have in the long run are going to be unfathomable. Never ever think of layoff and the retrenchment only until when your business is completely closing. When you are coming on the road, then you can let your people come on the road. If you are not on the road, make sure that you don't let your people also be on the road. So this is, friends, for the management of liquidity. I'm just about to finish, and now the long-term strategy. The long-term strategy is for growth multiplication. So अभी तक हमने डिस्कस किया कि भाई टेम्परेरी क्राइसिस है, उसको कैसे मैनेज करें, उसको कैसे हैंडल करें. Now few minutes we will devote as to how to look at the from the long-term perspective. So what should be the strategy in the long run? The strategy in the long run must be of growth multiplication. Despite the challenges, despite the problems, how do I still multiply the growth? And here, one thing that I would like to mention, and please make a note, what you do in gloom times, if you do the same things during the boom times, take it from me, you will never have to face the gloom time. So whatever cost control, optimization, efficiency, productivity, effectiveness, technology, whatever all this you think during the crisis time, only don't think during the crisis time, think about them during the boom times also. So when everything is going good, those times also be concerned about efficiency, be concerned about productivity, be concerned about technology, be concerned about the research and development, be concerned about the everything, so as to ensure that you are keeping yourself fit and fine and in a perfect shape. And if you do that, believe me, you will never have to face the gloom time. So if you do what you do during the gloom time, if you do the same things during the boom time, you will never have to face the gloom time, and that is what you must remember. And then of course, as it comes to the long-term strategy, what should you do? Number one, initiate long-term and medium-term roadmap for sustainable growth. चालू करिए. So have a plan. In 5 years, where my company is going to be. In 10 years from hence, where my company is going to be. In 20 years from hence, where my company is going to be. Plan as to how my company will be growing, how my practice will be growing, even when I am not there. Do a planning of that kind. If you want to ensure that your company is eternally immune from every kind of crisis, have that kind of a vision. Prepare a plan as to how my company, how my practice, how my business will be there doing and serving the humanity, creating value even when I am not there. Have a plan of that kind. And when you do this, that's number one, you must do for growth multiplication in your business. Focus on value creation and risk management. Please remember, value creation and risk management are the two sides of same coin. Value creation and risk management are the two sides of the same coin. Only focusing on value creation will not be enough. You also need to simultaneously keep on focusing on risk management also. Why? Because if you focus only on value creation, you will be doing a fantastic job. But remember, in the business environment, everything is not under your control. There are many things in the business which are beyond your control. So if you are focusing only on value creation, you will keep on value creating, but because of something going wrong somewhere in the business, you may be completely wiped off. And there are many examples that you can think of. So focus on the risk management as well. Prepare yourself for everything that can go wrong in your business today. Plan for the profit, but don't ignore the risk. Anticipate everything that can go wrong in the business. As the owner of the business, as the owner of the practice, it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to work for value creation. It is your responsibility to work for risk management in your business. If you will not worry about the risk management in your business, believe me, nobody in business will be worrying about managing risk of your business. Do it. It's your job as the owner of the business, as the owner of the practice. Initial annual budgeting and budgetary control system, if it is not there already. Implement PARTA system of business control. PARTA, I'm sure some of you must have heard of as to what is PARTA. PARTA is a phenomenal tool for controlling the business operations, and this is a system. PARTA system was developed and originated from great legendary businessman and industrialist of this country, and that is Sri Ghanshyam Das Ji Birla. Read about Padta. What is Padta? And Padta is a phenomenal tool of ensuring that your business is on the right path, your business is on the right course, your business is in your business whatever is going wrong, not a week after, not a month after, not a 6 month after, but on the daily basis. That is Partha. Apply Partha system in your business, and that will ensure that you are eternally immune from the crisis, whatever that can happen. And finally, build culture of financial discipline and value addition by all. Have professional on your board with you. So as a businessman, you must always ensure, as I was saying a little while ago, ensure that you have people who understand business, you have people who understand finance on your side, so that they can guide you from time to time as to what is going wrong with your business and what should be done about what is going wrong today. Because somebody has very rightly said, a stitch in time saves 9, and that is what you must do. So empower yourself with good understanding of financial numbers as well. And finally, friends, I know times are difficult, challenges are difficult, problems are difficult, hardships are difficult, but please remember, it is not that this humanity is facing a crisis of this kind first time. ऐसा नहीं है कि इस तरह की क्राइसिस दुनिया के इतिहास में पहली बार हो रही है. So many times it has happened. This world has faced so many crises, and every time this world has come out of those crises much stronger. A chairman of company called Matsusuta of Japan, he said something very, very nicely. He said, any experience that does not kill me makes me stronger. And remember, this experience is not going to kill you definitely. This experience is definitely going to make you stronger. Please remember, tough times don't last. Tough people do. And I'm sure everyone who is watching me on this session is a tough person. And every person who is watching me is a tough person. And he would last all the crises or whatever they may be. And he will come out a winner. You will ensure that your businesses are reviving. You will ensure that your businesses are thriving. You will ensure that your businesses are surviving. You will ensure with your determination and your thought thinking power that your businesses are creating value, making this world a better place to live. Thank you so much. With this, I come to the end of my session. Thank you so much. In case if you have any doubt, any question, any query, I would be very happy to take them. Thank you so much. Thank you. And wish you once again a very happy International Yoga Day. Thank you.